What do you think is the ultimate fear? I really thought I'd already reached the darkest of the dark. But then, ahead of me, I beheld a darkness even greater still.
Love is the most dangerous weapon, for it has the power to heal or destroy. Monster is a story about nihilism, love, and human morality. Set in 1980s and 90s Germany, Monster follows neurosurgeon Dr. Kenzo Tenma, who makes the highly controversial decision to save a boy's life over the mirrors. It leads to the loss of almost everything he holds dear: his fiancée, his career, and his social standing. The only thing he keeps is his own feeling of self-worth, knowing that he did the right thing in saving the boy who came in first. Yet, even that is threatened when he begins to learn that nothing is as it originally appeared. A trail of bloodshed pointing to the seemingly innocent child leaves him questioning even his beliefs, whether in the end all lives are created truly equal. With an antagonist many consider to be the greatest villain of all time, Naoki Urasawa does a masterful job of addressing significant ideas and themes throughout the story. In this video, I want to break down what I believe to be the 3 most important themes in Monster. Without further ado,
Think you were born because you were wanted? I mean, why were you abandoned? Could it be that your mother left you because she hated you? No way! There's nothing special about being born. Not a thing. Huh? Most of the universe is just death, nothing more. In this universe of ours, the birth of a new life on some corner of our planet is nothing but a tiny, insignificant flash. Death is a normal thing. So why live? You think you were wanted? Who wanted you?
Nihilism is the philosophical belief in the rejection of religion and morality, and that life is inherently meaningless. This philosophical belief is mostly associated with German philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche. Nihilism in the context of Monster is the crux of Johan's philosophy. To better understand how he found the belief of nihilism, we have to look at his story. Johan is the child Dr. Tenma saved, who would later make him question his entire outlook on life. Johan was born with a twin sister, the product of a secret eugenics program. The goal of the program was to create a highly intelligent and physically perfect child who could one day lead the human race. After some time, their mother managed to escape with them and they moved into an inn called the Three Frogs. Though they did get away and live quietly for a while, Franz Bonaparte, the orchestrator of the eugenics experiment, finds them and tells Vera one of the kids will be taken for further experimentation. Vera dresses the kids identically to disguise them as one child, so when the time came to decide between who to send for the experiment, she was unsure who to choose. She hesitated at first and chose Johan, but reconsidered and chose Anna to go. It's unknown whether she was trying to protect Johan or had him confused for Anna, as Vera was kidnapped shortly after. Johan was left alone to contemplate this traumatic event and whether his mother actually loved him or not. He spends his time reading the book The Nameless Monster by Franz Bonaparte. Upon Anna's escape from the Red Rose Mansion experiments, she later returned to Johan and tells him everything she went through. Because of his love for his sister and strong empathy, this causes Johan to confuse the stories relayed over and over by Anna as his own experiences. This causes Johan to believe he was the one that suffered at the Red Rose Mansion. After being told they have to leave the inn, the twins wander aimlessly until they find an elderly couple who takes them in. Shortly after, Johan kills the couple and Anna and him continue wandering aimlessly until they pass out. A patrol officer named Helmut Wolf rescues them from their near-death experience. He finds the book in Johan's bag and gives him the name Johan after the monster in the book and gives Anna her name. Johan is taken to Kinderheim 511 and Anna to a different orphanage. Kinderheim 511 was a secret experimental German orphanage with the goal of creating the perfect soldier. Johan, no longer wanting to be at the orphanage, devises a plan. He throws a cloth doused in oil into a flame and watches calmly as the chaos leads to children and teachers fighting and killing each other. As he puts it,
I simply added a bit of fuel to the hatred born when people come together.
Johan is surely adopted by the Lieberts after, but refusing to go anywhere without his sister Anna, she's adopted too. The family moved to West Germany, the city of Dusseldorf. One day, Franz Bonaparte sees the children on TV and pays them a visit. Johan, unbeknownst to Bonaparte's change of heart, as he was the one who freed Anna from the Railroad's Mansion experiments, was triggered by this visit. Johan kills the Lieberts, suspecting them of working with Bonaparte, and he tells Anna a monster came to take them away. Up until this point, Johan experienced nothing but pain, death, and a lack of love from not only the world, but his own mother. He tells Anna to shoot him in hopes that she could live a more prosperous life without him, whom he saw becoming a monster. She follows his request, and after shooting him, enters a state of shock. The authorities are called, and Johan is taken to Eisler Memorial Hospital to be operated on by Dr. Timma. After learning of Johan's past, it makes perfect sense for him to become nihilistic. Being born as a nameless product of an experiment and not knowing whether his own mother actually loved him, a major part of nihilism is the rejection of the physical and the spiritual because of a lack of consistency. Friedrich Nietzsche said, "Any aim is lacking, any answer to the question why is lacking." What does nihilism mean? That the supreme values devaluate themselves. Basically, his reason for life being meaningless is because our perception of events create our values, and life is ever changing, so those values that we thought at one point to be true don't remain. This perfectly aligns with Johan's story, from a young age thinking he has the love of his mother until she almost throws him away and instead throws his sister away, then being taken to a foster home only to find out it's another secret experimental facility, to find new foster parents in the Lieberts and coming to believe them to be working with Bonaparte. Johan could find no consistency in his life, thus causing him to relate to the nameless monster in the picture book. The monster inside of him grew until it became too big, which is why he told Anna to shoot him. She was the only one he trusted with this task because the only true constant in his life he had was his love for his sister. Everything Johan did was for Anna.
What is your last name?
My name is Otto. My name is Hans. My name is Thomas. My name is...
Which one is your real name?
Once upon a time, in a land far away, there lived a nameless monster. The monster was dying to have a name.
Is that a story that you've read before?
I was waiting for Anna.
Who is Anna?
I was reading a picture book while I was waiting for Anna.
You know, you're a very bright child. Is there anything you're afraid of? What is it that you are most afraid of? Let me ask a different question then. Have you ever killed anyone?
What I'm most afraid of, it's forgetting Anna. The strange lessons we have every day are making my memories fade. Please, don't make me forget Anna. It's only Anna and me in this whole world. Just give me that, please. Please. Please.
In Naoki Urasawa's Monster, the idea of love is insanely important. We see the good side as well as the negative side of love and how it can affect someone. The good side of love consists of kindness, compassion, and affection, while the other side of love represents vanity, selfishness, and egotism. Johan and Anna symbolize this duality. Johan only heard about the tragedies from the Railroad's Mansion, however Anna actually lived through them. After Bonaparte's change of heart, he freed Anna and told her to forget everything that happened. He told her she can become whatever she wants, but that she must never become a monster. Because of this, she was able to forget about those tragedies such as her mother abandoning her and the mistreatment she faced from the adults at the Railroad's Mansion. Anna was able to move forward, being able to receive love from the outside world. She was able to openly receive the love Johan gave her and even the love from her foster parents, the Lieberts, and later the Fortners. The love she received kept her from turning into the monster she could have become. She loved Johan and she loved her foster family, the Fortners. Thus, as time passed, she grew more into the kind and compassionate Nina that Dr. Tenma later meets. It's ironic Johan and Anna are twins because they represent polar opposites in almost every way. Johan, unlike Anna, was unable to receive or even acknowledge love in the world. Having to question the love of his own mother completely ruined his conception of love. Anna, having forgotten this pivotal moment in her life, was able to build a new and healthy conception of love. Johan, on the other hand, had to live with this pain and even more cruelties of the world, which caused him to portray the negative side of love. Johan's experiences, such as hearing about the Railroad's Mansion and 511 Kinderheim, ultimately brought him to the belief that hatred is more prevalent in the world than love. This lack of love allowed for the monster inside of Johan to grow exponentially, which is why I think just calling him a villain downplays his entire character. Johan's nihilistic worldview caused him to reject conventional morality, which is the reason he did a lot of things he did.
Dr. Tenma, for you, all lives are created equal. That's why I came back to life. But you've finally come to realize it now, haven't you? Only one thing's equal for all, and that is death.
Monster is a story that delves deep into the topics of nihilism and love, but above all else, it's a story questioning the strength of human morality, with Johan representing the bad side and Tenma representing the good side. Johan, who believes nothing in life matters except death, and Tenma, who fights to protect the worthiness of every single life. Johan does not act without intentions like a conventional villain who is evil for the sake of being evil. Johan's goal is to show how easily compromised and unreliable morality is. Going back to philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche, a major part of his belief in nihilism was that morality was the herd instinct of the individual, and that strength is the morality of the man who stands out from the rest. That through life and experiences, the monster inside of anyone can be awoken, and all the morals they held dearly could be dropped in the blink of an eye. We see this when he offers investigator Brown a drink, which leads to him taking his own life, or when Johan tries to get Dr. Tenma, who believes life is precious and therefore all lives are equal, to kill him. Johan puts Tenma in a position where he has to either become a monster by killing Johan, or let the monster he revived kill another innocent person, a child at that. The entire time Tenma was chasing Johan, he was also trying to understand him though. He looked past the monster Johan portrayed to the world and saw him as a person. He even confronts Hartman, claiming it was the 511 Kinderheim experiment that made Johan the way he was. This is why Tenma is the perfect opposition to Johan. They are two sides of the same coin. Johan, who believes people's morals are fickle and ever changing, and Tenma, who believes in the good in everyone. So many people wrote off Johan as a monster instantly, unlike Tenma, who didn't see him as anything less than a troubled individual and even saved his life for a second time. This is why I love Tenma's character, and I wish more people in the world were this way. It's more likely that people are wicked simply because they saw something or went through something in their life that made them that way. Like Tenma, it's important that we don't ignore the possibility of coming to understand someone else and how their story may shape our perceptions of them. Johan and Tenma's strange and conflicting bond is reminiscent to that of Naruto and Sasuke. If you want to know what I mean by that, then you can check out this video right here. Otherwise, I love you and I'm out. Peace.